websites you use a lot, right? So when you come here, right, you go to trademarks, right?
Yep.
I forgot how many classes are, right? But here, right,
Mhm.
they are, I think there's over 100 different classes. Are you with me?
Yep.
So like one of them, like for example, online music, blah blah, right? How many classes? Yeah. So you have to take the trademark in specific classes, right?
That's right.
Specifically. So if you're not, some people take all the classes, right? Some people, I think it's like £50 per category, right? So even like yourself, even when you're trademarking, right? The actual fact here, like, right, on this body in the UK is the classes that you're actually choosing in detail.
Right.
That's something very important to understand, right? I normally tell people take the first class business administration. I think it was like 35 because that's business across the whole board. Then if you was in music, if you was in like property, if you was in whatever, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, look at all these classes, right? You with me? So the details, right? What
You
you
say
take
class
your
one.
trademark depends on the class that you're taking in. Like these are examples, right? Some people might take 5 classes, some might take like 6 classes, but every class represents something specifically.
Like class 3, pharmaceutical, medical, and medicated preparations for the skin, scalp, or body, sanitary preparation for medical purposes.
Yeah, makeup.
Yeah.
So it's important, right, to protect your name, right? And like you said, or even celebrities, they're taking it in specific classes. So if you, even if they didn't have like one specific class and you took that class, right, you've owned that class. You with me? But most of the classes, what they do take it in commercial classes because they know this is the history and this is like the law of the land. You get what I'm saying? You with me? So in detail, it's good to understand, right? If I'm doing a trademark, because I have people heard trademark, what classes am I specifically trading, right? In detail.
Books, periodical.
Also, just to add to what you said and to continue our conversation, what was having about even the whole, the example the brother gave about the whole Nipsey Hussle thing, how you can't use it. The estate of Nipsey Hussle would have had to have taken an action out against people or in collaboration with YouTube to enable that to happen. So somebody has to be against you and they have to prove that you intended to use their name to make money, to be successful in the action. They'd have to prove it. So it's not something that's just automatic. And that's why, and I work in the media industry and people do things and they get away with things because they go unopposed. So sometimes people want to use other people's songs and they go, oh, we're not going to ask permission. And what happens is when they get opposed, they'll hash it out later. You can get a worse deal, but it's a way of getting your song out. And then once something's gone viral, you can then put another song out using that notoriety which hasn't got a sample on. You see, and they can't touch that. You see what I'm saying? So certain people just do things and ask questions later. And if they're not opposed, then it's fine.
I think that's class 41 as well. Just looking at this, class 41, class 35.04, organizing, conducting, exhibiting related to advertising and commerce, production of radio and television programs, class 41.01, broadcasting, class 38.01, publishing, non-downloadable publications, non-downloadable. See, this is how we protect ourselves in this digital era.
That's like books and sheet music and things of that nature.
Yep. Films and video production and distribution. Record label services, class 41.07. Right. See? So as John was saying, computer games, you know, that's the thing. AI can create computer games now. Yeah? Now I'm going to show a video on the prompt and the prompter that John sent me very soon, but